Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're back with another BKFC Reddit Ask Me Anything. We're joined by the man once again, Steve Tomahawk Townsel. How you doing, sir?
Amazing, man. Amazing. It is fight week. Thank you for having me on, man.
You know, it was one of those things. Like, I wasn't sure if I was going to get to have you on. I know you're super busy. You and I were talking. You were in a hyperbaric chamber. Like, like, when did that become a thing that you use, like, to help recover?
I've got a sponsor down here by me. It's called iCryo. They help me a bunch with the recovery. It's just one of the things that they actually offer here. They're absolutely amazing. I do my cryotherapy there, a little pump, some red light therapy, some compression. Uh, Oxygen is one of the best medicines you could have. We just don't realize it because it's just so free. Like we're breathing all the time, but a good clean oxygen
Sure.
is amazing. It's just something that I've been doing lately, to be honest.
Okay, so on the Reddit, people we were talking about like cupping and all that, and people say like, "Oh, it's just mumbo jumbo." You're an older guy, like you don't believe in mumbo jumbo. Like, do you think all this stuff like actually helps your body, like the red light therapy and the cryo? Do you notice a significant difference?
I, I believe with consistency, all these things will help you. I think if you're a one and done person and you're actually just going to do something, and you think it's going to be some miracle. It's not. That's not how it works. A dieting, all these things don't work unless you're consistent with it. So yes, I do think most of the things are beneficial to you. You know.
Sure. Okay, so I reached out to some people that know you, and Duran and LP. They said to tell you that they love you and they love Jeremy and they love this fight and they absolutely hate this fight and they hope both you guys are well, and they just said may the best man win. So that was their message for you.
Yeah, man, I seen the fellas this weekend at the prospect. So, it's I like Jeremy. Me and Jeremy we're good. Like we've almost trained together multiple times. He's down here in Florida. Great dude, great fighter. It's just it's Friday night. It's all business, and I know he feels the same way. And I can't wait to get out there with him and put on a show.
Is it weird fighting your friends? Is it easier to fight somebody you don't like, or like you're such a professional, it's business, and like you'll hug afterwards and everything's fine, or is there a little bit of like it kind of sucks to fight a friend?
Um, It would be so much better to fight someone I don't like or I don't know. The catch is I really don't dislike anybody that I could say, you know what I mean? But it would be a
Sure.
lot easier to fight someone you don't know. It is just business. We are professionals. This is the life that we've chosen. So I mean, we know it is what it is, and we spoke before this fight was announced, and we was like, you know what, man, let's go in there, let's do the dang thing. And when it's all said and done, we're gonna have a drink or two, and that's how it works. Um, but yeah, if I didn't know him, it would be a little different. But I am going there for business. I am going there to get the win. And the only way to do that is by getting him out of there faster than he can get you out of there.
Okay, so Friday you put the pit bull to sleep. You know, you put the pit bull down. Instantly you're in the top five. Are you like where do you see yourself after you win?
So I know that I'm not on BKFC's top five, right? I get that. I've got two losses in a row, but my losses are from my hands or no excuses. I feel like I'm
Sure.
in the top five already. Just because I'm not on that list doesn't mean anything. When you talk about the best cruiserweights in the division, my name is going to come up. Somewhere in there, I'm coming up. Um,
Sure.
Whether I'm on the list or not, I want the best fights. I want the monsters. I want the guys that they don't want to fight because they're worried about their kissy little record. I know that Lorenzo, he's in Miami right now, man. I still want to fight him whether he has the belt or not. He is one of the best in the division and has not been beaten in it yet. I would love to fight the winner of Chris Camozzi and GP, man. They're amazing. Also, man,
Sure.
Houston Alexander, that would be super dope to get in the ring and fight a legend in the game. I mean, that would be amazing. But I'm just here to fight, man. Like, I want the best fights. I don't want no gimmies. Um, but when you hear my name, like Jeremy said, man, I have a name. When you say my name, you know who I am. So top 5, top 10, top whatever. I'm here, and you know I'm here.
Okay, so that's interesting. We talked to Houston, and he said, "I just want good fights. I don't really care about the belt. If the belt comes around, great." So, are you kind of the same route? Like, hey, I want the best fights. Give me the top fights that people are going to go, "Wow, that was an amazing fight." And if the belt kind of lucks there, so you're not chasing the belt, is what you're saying, I suppose.
I think I was before, but my mind frame has changed. Right now, I'm. Don't get me wrong, man. A world title is amazing. That is the end goal. But I'm trying to create a legacy, man. When I'm gone and I'm done with the sport, man, I want my name to still be in the midst of it all. In the beginning of BKFC, I want them to say Tomahawk was still in the mix and he was there. So I'm more worried about building my legacy for my kids and my kids' kids to see that their dad and grandpa put in work on the big show, which is going to be the biggest sport in the world. We're on our way now. Um, give us another 5 and watch where we're at.
Okay, so I've noticed that you seem to really be investing in the youth movement of BKFC. Like you're helping out the younger guys, you're at the prospect shows. Like, why are you so involved? I mean, a lot of guys would be like, I'm focusing only on myself and my career. It seems like it's really important to you to help these young guys coming up. Why is that?
Fighting saved my life. Um, Life dark stuff. Like I didn't come from the end of the rainbow. Like I've been through a lot of things, and there were people along the way that really helped me. And when I think about it, my whole life, my coaches, no matter what I was doing, was always wanting to see me win. Like there's your mom, your dad, and your coaches. They're the only people that are always gonna want to see you win. Like man, so it's just it feels so amazing to help them achieve some of their goals. And whether it's fitness, competition, or whatever, confidence, it really does something for me. That is one of the best payments that I've ever been paid. Um, so yeah, I mean, I've got a few guys that I've been helping. I've been coaching for almost 2 years. I'm excited for the near future. I'm going to mention his name, Rudy Black Widow. Um, I'm looking to be on the same card with him by the end of the year or the beginning of next year. This is a guy that's been working hard for the past 2 years with me. He's got 2 fights with the BKFC prospects, and it feels good. You know what I mean? When you're helping other people, it really is amazing. Um, and I don't have a side agenda. I'm not out here making some crazy amount of money for nobody. It's a lot of money
Sure.
at the time. And it feels good, man. Someone did it for me. And those same ones that did it for me really helped save my life. So maybe I'm helping somebody else.
You froze up for a second, but you're back. Okay, so your star pupil, I actually reached out to Rudy and he sent me a question for you. So he said, ask him if he's eating anything at the gas station and what is it? He said it's probably going to be a chicken salad sandwich or something. He said all you do is send him food reels all day.
Listen, so it's a thing I do with him and my coach Byron Zamora, like whether I'm cutting or they're cutting. Instagram is a monster, man, and all they do is post food on my feed, and I send it to them while they're cutting or while I'm doing it. But yes, I am a sucker for the nasty gas station chicken salad sandwiches, man. I don't know what it is, but they're delicious, and I smash them.
So you have a pretty unique nickname in the Tomahawk. There's also the Mohawk that fights at 205. You have a Mohawk. Do you see yourself running that fight at some point? Is that somebody that's on your radar? Or
Um, I think he'd be a great fight, man. He's a really good fighter. He's got super good energy. I'm not saying that I've like he's on my radar and I'm scoping him or anything, but the entire
sure.
cruiserweight division is on my radar. So it doesn't matter if you're a brand new fighter or you've been here for a little bit or you're a UFC guy or a boxing guy and you're coming over. If you're a good fight, I mean, hey, you know what I mean? Let's sell out the place. Let's create fight of the night, knockout of the night, and let's have some fun because those are the guys that are going to get remembered. And like I said, it's all about the legacy, the Tomahawk legacy for me.
You're one of those fighters that's gotten better with age. How do you explain that?
Um, I know what I want. You know, when I was younger, I was a little bit all over the place. You know, ADHD, whatever you want to call it. I just really didn't know what I wanted. I played football. I was amazing at it, but I really didn't push myself to do it. I was just good. With this, uh, my coaching. You know, I've had some of the best coaches in the game. You know, Dan Donaldson, Danny Babcock, Chile Castanos, Tigre. And right now, my boxing coach, Byron, I've been with Byron Zamora since 2018, and it's just I'm getting better because I'm coachable. That's what it is. And honestly, once again,
Sure.
I told you I've been coaching for the past couple of years. And as a coach, I say things so many times that it's almost embedded in my own head. You know what I mean? So it's like when I teach
Sure.
something, it's almost right back into me. Um, my ability to want, man, I want to learn. You know, I want to get better. You know, and there's a difference between wanting, really wanting to do something and saying, hey, I want to be a good fighter. I want to get better. You know, it's all about action. And I'm consistent. I'm constantly working hard to get better. You know, in this game, if you're not getting better, you're out of there. You know, so that's the play. You know, otherwise you're in the wrong sport.
You were quite to me, I had you beating Leo in your last fight. You broke both your hands. Have you done any like strengthening? Is there anything you can do to like? I mean, he just has a really hard head. Like, is there anything you could do to condition your hands? Like, did you have to change
Well,
anything? I
so I broke my hands with Wagner. The first time I broke it with him, I broke it in the first
okay,
round with him. I had two surgeries last July, and then you know everything was back. You know, and I was going in to fight Leo. I didn't have the mentality that I was gonna go in there and try to knock Leo out. I was gonna go in there and box Leo. I felt like I could outbox
sure,
him. I could use my feet, and that's what I was doing. Um, I broke my left hand in the first round and broke my right hand in the fourth round. And it wasn't, I mean, we all got hard heads, man. That's just what it is. And
sure,
I punched with such ferocity. Like everyone says, oh, I never broke my hands. Well, you don't punch like I punch, first of all. So I'm glad you're not breaking it, man. Good for you. But if you get hit by something that I'm throwing at you, you're going to know it. As far as
sure,
what I've been doing for recovery. Dynamic wellness has helped me a lot with PRP, exosomes. I've been doing a lot of different things for my hands. My hands feel the best now than they felt in the past year. I've had 4 surgeries on both my hands in the past year. You know, it's part of the sport. I was saying before, oh, it's price of admission. I'm not going to talk none of that stuff into existence. I feel good. My hands are ready,
sure.
and I'm throwing them like I mean it. So there's no real. Ever you see these guys, listen, no knockouts and everybody else. There is a such thing as conditioning. You can condition your knuckles. I don't break my knuckles. I break the bones inside my hands. You know what I
Okay,
mean? My knuckles aren't
sure,
splinted, you know, and I can condition them all I want, and I do some conditioning for sure. But like I said, if I'm throwing my punch and I'm hitting a solid surface, it's not breaking at the end. It's breaking in the middle. And
okay,
it's breaking in the middle. And there's not a lot of conditioning I believe you can do. Take the vitamins, get your recovery, you know, and do the things that you're going to do. But it's, you know, there's not much. I'm not changing anything. I'm still throwing them like I want to. You know? The only way to fight is that's how I fight. You know, it's entertaining. It's what I like. It's what I want to get you out of the way. It's hard to stop. And I'm not worried about the hands this one. I was a little more worried the last fight. This one I'm not worried about. I'm ready to.
okay, sir. My last question involves cigars. I interviewed Michael Larimore recently. He's a big cigar guy. You were telling me that you're working on your own blend. How is that coming? That's what I want to know. I want to know, when do I get to smoke a Tomahawk, a
Man, I
Churchill
promise
Tomahawk?
you, as soon as I'm on the map, I'm gonna send you a box. It's been a rough beginning of the year for me. Probably one of the roughest years in a while. Man, I've had to battle myself quite a bit. Um, Step away from a lot of things that I was doing to regain myself, refine myself. Um, the past year, I've found God. I've gotten married. I've changed a lot of things in my life. And I'm back. You know what I'm saying? So like I
Good.
said, it's a little slow starter in the beginning of the year, but I'm back. I'm starting to move. I can't wait to give you some some cigars and a little more info on it. But yes, that is still in the mix. I can't wait to spark
Good.
one up after the fight. It'll be a great celebration. And yeah, but it's in the process.
Well, I was there for your last fight. I'm not going to be there for this one, which is unfortunate, but I wish you the luck. You were like one of the nicest guys when I first met you. You were like so welcoming. And so I'm always going to be a fan of the Tomahawk. So I appreciate it so much. The fans, we love you on the Reddit. So thanks so much, sir.
I appreciate you for having me on the show, man. You've always been amazing to me. That goes a long way.
Appreciate it. I got to ask you something off camera real quick. So don't hang up right away.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, though.